The patient is a 78-year-old female, stage 4 breast cancer, metastasized. A 6-year survivor, is now cancer-free. Diane, tell us your story.
I'm a 78-year-old woman and I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had a lump that was very sore, and I went to several doctors in Las Vegas, and I didn't find anybody who would do something that made sense to me. They wanted to do a biopsy, but I have a lump implant and that isn't easy to do. So I went to California, and a general surgeon friend of mine took the lump out, and he told me that he would have it sent to the lab. It was a very aggressive breast cancer, and he said, I want you to stay here and I will check your lymph glands. We'll do that next, and then I will send you back to Las Vegas for radiation and chemotherapy. And he said, laughingly, you will be bald by Christmas, because it happened to be Halloween. So that made me feel real bad. But I went back to Vegas. I found a doctor that everybody said was excellent at the cancer center, and she wanted to do radiation and chemotherapy. In the 3 visits I had with her, she showed me a lot of people that looked terrible, sick, bald, in pain, and I thought, I don't want to be part of that. Then she said, okay, do the radiation. I got tattooed. I was in the container to get the radiation, and he had told me that it would be at least 6 weeks of radiation treatment, and that didn't sound good to me at all. So I said, excuse me, I have to go to the ladies' room, and they got me out of the tank, and I went and I got my clothes and I left.
You were afraid, didn't know what to do, decided IPT and stem cells might help. Why was that?
Well, I was in agony trying to decide what to do, since everything looked like death. I was reading about IPT, which is where they lower your blood sugar, and then they give you 10% of the normal dose of chemo. And there was a doctor in Reno that made sense, so I took all my records and went to him, and he had a very good plan for me. I felt that he was doing the right thing. He gave me a Greek blood test, which diagnoses what kind of things will kill your cancer specifically. And so I did his treatment and felt better and took the supplements. And during those 2 years, I really thought I was over cancer. Then, about the 3rd year after the treatment of IPT, I found out that I had something in my hip growing, and it was a cue ball sized tumor, and I had difficulty walking. And so the doctor wanted to do more IPT, which meant regular doses. All my hair fell out. I was in a wheelchair. I felt really bad, and that lasted for about 7 months. I was living in my living room because I couldn't go upstairs, and I was really tired of feeling bad. So I decided to look into things on my own, and that's when I discovered so many new things. The things I was taking were all healthy, building up my immune system. You can't cure cancer or get it under control without your immune system being strong, and that's what you have to work on first. So that's what I did. I worked on my immune system. I found a nice lady that did body scans for cancer patients. It was very inexpensive. So I started going to her twice a month. Then I found Dr. Dan Royal, and I got some stem cell treatment, and then I was really feeling much better. So between watching the scans, taking Rick Simpson's oil, then I was feeling fabulous. So right now I'm kind of under control, in remission. There's no sign of cancer. I was living in my living room downstairs in a hospital bed for several months. And now I can run up my stairs. I don't have to try to crawl up my stairs. And I keep up my supplements, and I keep up all the things that build my immune system. And that's how you maintain remission.